As a matter of fact, it's either you are controlling your mind or your mind is controlling you. What normally controls our lives is the state of our mind. And guess what? It will control you wherever it wants. It will control you to comfort. It will control you to distraction. It will control you to convenience. As a matter of fact, it's either you are controlling your mind or your mind is controlling you. That is just a fact. Being a man is actually fascinating simply because you get to be in a position of doing whatever you want with your life. You get to have the choice, you get to have the opportunity to actually shape the life that you really want to have. And that is actually why most people end up not taking in the steering wheel and just let it go on auto mode, simply because you get people that are living life without purpose. These people are people who have allowed life to just go the way it is without kicking in and just shaping their reality the way they want it to be. At the end of it all, these people end up blaming life being hard. They end up blaming the circumstances that life have brought to their doorstep, simply because they themselves didn't step in and actually take the initiative to direct their life where they want to be. And believe me or not, what normally controls our lives is the state of our mind. Our mind is the one that actually shapes the direction that our lives will take. And if you are not in a position of controlling your life, if you are not in a position of taking the driver's seat and just directing your life wherever you want it to be, then guess what? It will go to automatic, and then your brain will take over the control. And guess what? It will control you wherever it wants. It will control you to comfort. It will control you to distraction. It will control you to convenience. It will control you from not taking actions that are hard, yet they are necessary. It will control you in such a way that your life won't take the path that you really want, yet you are just submitting to it, and in the end you're blaming everything else. That is actually foolish, and you're not going to go anywhere with that kind of direction. You have to understand, the mind is so freaking powerful. This machine this year is so freaking powerful to direct our lives. And that is why most people, if you look at most people in the society today, they are where they are at simply because of the decisions they made in their mind. That is just a fact. Our lives are just directed by decisions, and the decisions only come from the mind. When you wake up today morning, let's say you don't even have anything to do. Let's say your mind is switched off. You can never be in a position of taking any actions, simply because your mind is not operating in any way, But when you wake up, you're like, today I have to go here, today I have to do this, today I have to do that. And that is why you will wake up, prepare yourself, then go. If it is job, you will wake up, prepare yourself, take your breakfast, and then rush to job. That is just what it is, simply because your mind is actively making decisions. And the reason as to why most people are wherever they are is simply because most of them, first of all, for the successful people, they are there simply because they took successful actions that they knew very well they will lead them to success. Yet for the broke people, for the average guy, they took the actions that, yes, they didn't want the results, but they wanted a better result, yet they took actions that don't lead to that result that they really wanted. Believe me or not, back in, let's say, even 7 years from now, that dude was like, I'm gonna change my life, I'm gonna be driving, I'm gonna live in this mansion. Yet the decision that he took back in the days didn't support that destiny. You get me? And that is the reason as to why most people are in the same situation that they are in. Even in a situation of poverty, it's simply because that is all the decisions you have been taking back in the days. even in a situation of wealth and health and everything, abundance, it's simply because you made the decision back in the days to become who you are today. That is what it is. And what is even more interesting is that the average guy doesn't want to accept that situation. He doesn't want to accept that I deserve to be poor simply because I made decisions that brought me here today. They are not in a position of accepting that. That is so freaking ironical. And that is why they don't end up changing, you know. If you are a person of change, then you'll be in a position of being like, damn, I made a mistake, man. I made a mistake here. And I have to fix this and this and that to be in that position that I really want, you know. If you can be in a position of just accepting that I fucked myself up and I'm the one to fix it again, then you can change anything. But if you're not in such kind of a position, guess what? Nothing can be changed simply because you are now victimizing, you know. You're now going to that victim mentality that, oh, the world changed, oh, my people rejected me, I was rejected when I was starting my company. You're just directing that blame to the external world rather than on you, because everything starts with you. Everything that happens to you starts with you. If your girlfriend rejected you, if your girlfriend denied you the opportunity to propose and all this stuff, it's simply because you're not attractive enough for her, you know. Or if you work on yourself, or if you become a better person, or if you become, you improve yourself, then this girl will be like, damn, I made the best decision to be with this guy. You get me? Everything that is happening to you, everything everything that is happening to you all narrows down to you. You didn't do something or you did something. That is just what it is. And if you're not in a position of accepting that, then nothing can change at all. Nothing. Nothing can change. So today, this video is going to be one heck of a beautiful video, simply because I know that it all begins with us. I know that. And that is why I have centered this video to focus from within. Like to look you from within and just understand, why am I in this state of mind? So, as a matter of fact, it's either you are controlling your brain or it is controlling you. A sign that it is controlling you is simply this. One, if you haven't yet achieved the dreams that you had from the beginning of this year, if you haven't achieved those things that you said that you would, then that's the first sign that shows that your mind has been controlling you all throughout the year up to now. And that is why you haven't been in a position to make the decisions that will give you the results that you wanted from the beginning of the year. You know, so if you can just change the direction of your decisions, if you can just adjust yourself to doing what you are supposed to do regardless of what you feel, then that is when you can be in a position of getting it, you know. But if you cannot adjust yourself to actually do that, then you will not get it, and for years to come, you know. As a matter of fact, people have been making this like New Year resolutions every now and then. Every year, new resolutions, new. But are they doing anything? A few of them have achieved results from actually doing the resolutions that they had from the beginning of the year. But the biggest contingent of people, of masses, haven't achieved that simply because they're not in a position of making the decisions. It simply states that the mind is controlling them. You know, all these goals, all these dreams that we have, all these ambitions, all these resolutions that we have for ourselves are actually hard to do, are actually things that are like a mountain to climb, you know. And actually, when your mind faces such kind of a thing, it gets to a point of freaking out, it is like, damn, this is so much, and then it tries to find a way to hide away from that. It tries to hide itself from actually doing what it is supposed to do, simply because it knows very well it is hard. And with its hardness, you have to sacrifice all the comfort that you have, you have to sacrifice all that comfort that you have. And if the mind is not ready to sacrifice that comfort, that freaking movie night, that party and all this stuff, all that fun, if your mind is not ready to escape from that, to eliminate that comfort just to do what is hard, then guess what? Then it will end up controlling you by all means. And if you don't kick in and just discipline it again, and hotwire that habit of getting back on the running horse, you will never be in a position of getting it. You will never be. That is just a fact. Why? Why do I say it's a fact? Look at people who are already 40 years old, and yet they haven't achieved anything. You mean these people, when they were young, they didn't have dreams? No. They had massive dreams. Massive. They were jealous of people who have success, and they were saying, I will change my life, whatever it takes. They had all those dreams, bruv. But what happened? The inconveniences just drowned them. They just forgot what they wanted in life, the conveniences of life. I mean, they drowned them in such a way that they forgot the work that they have to put in, the hard work that they have to put in to actually achieve that thing. And that is why they are in the same spot that they are in, and that is just what it is. That is just the law of nature, man. If you don't put in the work, then don't expect the results. The irony is, people think that they will not put in the work, yet they will have to get the results. That is just delusional, bruv. You can never be in such kind of a point. Nothing like that will happen. Nature doesn't work like that. And believe me or not, if you don't go by the rules of nature, guess what? You won't get it. You won't freaking get it. You'll continue doing the same mistakes, yet don't get anything from it. And that is just the truth. That is just the truth. And that is why most people are where they are at in the meantime. Nature is so freaking giving and blessing, simply because if you put in the work, if you do what you're supposed to do, regardless of what you feel, regardless of whatever happens, whatever comes, guess what? It won't take even 2 years. It won't take even 3 years to have to acquire what you want. It just comes. It just flows every now and then. Simply because you are paying the price. You have paid the full price of what you really want to have in life. That is what it is. That is what it is, people. The average guy, what allows the mind to actually control him or her, is simply because of seeking happiness and conveniences. Seeking happiness, constantly thinking that life is all about happiness. You have to understand, especially for men, if you are a man sitting down and thinking, I should be happy, then it is done for you. It's freaking done for you, simply because you'll be constantly chasing that happiness in those snacks, in that freaking club, in that strip club and all this stuff, womanizing. You just seek happiness in every other way, watching movies, wasting your freaking time. You just destroy yourself in the connotation of seeking happiness, and that will be totally foolish. And you'll be thinking, oh, I'm now happy, I now live, and you start connotating that it is better smiling on a border than crying on a freaking, I don't know, V8. This bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. You have to understand, your happiness as a man will come when you sit down with yourself, face all your freaking stupidity from within, and just be like, I'm gonna solve this as a man. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna scribble down what needs to be done, and I'm gonna do that regardless of what I feel. I came across another guy back in the days, and I was in a cyber actually, and this dude was in the cyber TV. They were displaying a beautiful Cadillac Escalade, someone driving it, all these tutorials concerning vehicles and all this. And that dude was like, I really want that. That is my dream car. And from within, I'm like, why the heck are you even here, man? Why? You shouldn't be here, man. You're sitting here watching what the cyber cafe is displaying on their freaking television, well, rather than be working on your dreams. What are you doing? Again, that is the delusion of it. If you're not constantly working towards it, it's done for you. It's freaking done for you. You have to sit down and just scribble things down. Stop seeking happiness like a freaking woman or a freaking child. As men, we shouldn't be seeking happiness. Our happiness comes when we see the people around us are well fed, are well secure, are driving in the best car, are living the best life that they can ever live. That is the only time when we are happy, you know. As a matter of fact, life will be constantly hard, but it will be hard for a reason. It will be hard simply because it is looking for that person, that one person who is willing to put in the hard work to just go by it and just bless him with everything, every other thing, that every beautiful thing here on earth. It will bless him with that simply because he paid the price in full. That is what it is, people. And what is more amazing is that it's just like a car. Our minds are just like a car, by the way. Like the speed governor, if the car is the speedometer leads probably 360, the car is saying 80 kilometers per hour. Yes, the car wants to go for an extra mileage, but the car is like, the company is like, no, bruv, you don't have to go anywhere, man. This is our limit, bruv. The same thing with the mind. Most people in life, they are living just 40% of their potential here on earth, and they end up dying without exploiting the rest 60% of it. They end up dying without even trying to see what they could have done with the extra 60%. A very few number of people here on earth have achieved massive things by going that extra 60%, by going to 80%, by pushing themselves harder. So this speed governor is like, you're doing something hard, yet when you get to that climax, that is your 40%, you're like, damn, no, hell no, man, what are you doing, bruv? This is my limit. This is my freaking limit. And you end up not achieving anything, You end up not going an extra mile. You end up not going that 45%. You end up not pushing yourself simply because when you reached your limit, you're like, let's reduce the speed. Reduce the speed, then you level up with that mediocrity of being a 40%. And that is just what it is. Most people do that, and most people will never be in a position of achieving anything simply because they are not operating in their 100% potential. That is just what it is. And if you can be in a position of pushing yourself harder every day, go for that extra 1%. That will be 41. The next day, extra 1%. Can I do more? Can I freaking do more? Push that limit. If it is that watching TV and or even going to club, push it a day ahead. Don't go today, go tomorrow. Don't go today, go tomorrow. Every day say that. Don't go today, go tomorrow. Don't go today, go tomorrow. Tomorrow. You end up being in a position like you are growing. You are pushing yourself to become a 50%, to live at 50% of your potential. You're pushing yourself to that extra mileage, And this is how actually the successful people normally live. People think that they are I don't know, geniuses and all this stuff. There's nothing genius about that. It's just that they woke up a day and they were freaking tired of where they are at, and they started pushing themselves. They said, I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more. 40%, 41, 40. Now they are freaking 80 and everybody is like, what the heck? This dude just fried here. No, bruv. No. He came from nothing, bruv. You don't see the journey from back, from behind. I have my friend who has been pushing his company for the last, I don't know, even 7 years. 7 years. This dude is a freaking beast, man. Constantly. Constantly pushing, slowly by slowly. He isn't even wanting to show up in any other way, like kujionyeshana and all this stuff. But this dude is like, I'm gonna go an extra step, extra every day, every freaking day, and that is just what it is. If you can push yourself and just be like, hell no, I can go more, I can go for one more, I can do one more push-up, one more. Guess what? You will end up in a situation in life where you are like, damn, how did I get here, man? How? You know? And that is just what it is. That is what it is. If you can just push yourself and just be in a position of facing your freaking self, facing all the bullshit that is happening within your mind, all those shit that is telling you that no, we should go and, I don't know, enjoy, we should relax, we should do all this stuff and all this shit. All these things, if you can just go an extra mileage and just be like, hell no, I'm gonna solve this, guess what? Your life will get constantly better every day, every freaking day. And that is just what it will take. And as men, you have to be in a position of doing that, because if you don't, you won't get it. You won't. That is the law of nature. And the one who is the most adaptive of them all will always survive. The one who will be pushing harder will always survive. You have to understand. Go out there and just face yourself. Face your issues. Face the things that are stopping you. Face the things that are standing in your way. Face the issues that are like destroying you from becoming the best version of yourself. Because these things, they will not stop coming, bruv. They will not stop coming. They will not stop. Be assured of that. And it's up to you to sit down and just be like, I'm gonna change this shit. I'm gonna change it. That is what it will take. Be the best version of yourself. And just understand, by the way, there are no hacks. There are no hacks in this stuff. There's no video will come and change your life. No David Goggins video will just shift your life. No Andrew Tate video, Andrew Kibe and all these people. Nothing will change your life unless you sit down and just do what you're supposed to do. Unless you sit down with your mind and just say, I'm fucking tired of this shit and I'm gonna change it. That is what it will take. There's no hack. There's no, I don't know, books that you read, that I don't know, shit. There's nothing that will give you some shortcut towards doing what you're supposed to do. There's nothing like that. You have to forget about that. It's you. It is you to sit down and just be like, this shit I have to do. Regardless of what, I don't need motivation. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I'm tired of this situation in life. I'm tired of being the same, and I'm gonna change it. I'm tired of seeing people driving freaking BMWs, XMs and X6 and all this stuff, living in the best mansions when I'm living in a freaking 10 by 10 square house. You have to understand, it's all about the hunger, man. Then you push yourself. There's no science fiction here. There's no sci-fi movies and all these stuffs. It's just you and your mind. Just you and your mind, bruv. You just wake up every day and just be like, hell no, I'm gonna change this stuff. I'm gonna be the best. Regardless of what people say, regardless of anything that is happening in my life, I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna be the best and I'm gonna face it. Because if you don't, you will never achieve it. Be assured of that. Be freaking assured of that. You have to be in a position of being clear enough of what needs to be done. Because most people don't do simply because they are not clear. Yes, they want to be successful. They want a BMW. They want to live in the best mansion. They want to marry a bad woman, man. They want to live that life like that in a movie, you know. But they are not clear of what work they need to put in. They are not clear of what sacrifices they need to take, you know. And all of these are major factors that will ensure that you elevate ahead and just launch to your dreams. That is what it will be, people. Sit down with yourself, cultivate that clarity. Just be like, what do I need to do? You know, what do I need to do here? Where can I solve this thing? How can I actually face this issue? You know, how can I do this? How can I do that? And you, by actually doing that, you can be in a position of changing your life slowly by slowly, step by step. It's not a matter, it's just a matter of time, bruv. Slowly by slowly, you don't need, I don't know how many years. It's just a matter of time. Step by step, step by step. You cannot do this by a day. Rome wasn't built in a day too. So you cannot as well build an empire in a day. You have to do it gradually, step by step, step by step. And one day, if you keep on pushing, you just be amazed. You wake up and just be amazed of the work that you have already done. Rather than sitting down and thinking that it will come to your doorstep. It will never do that. Just writing them down is not enough. Just having dreams is not enough. Just writing your, I don't know, New Year resolutions is not enough. It is not enough, bruv. What is enough is waking up every day and just be the best. Be the best. Push yourself. Push yourself. And just, I'll do everything. Everything that is standing in your way, I'll do it. You know? You have to do everything that is standing in your way. And just by actually doing that, guess what? You will be the best. And everybody around you will be like, what the heck happened with this dude? That is what it is. Be the best, people. Just go there and just be an achiever, by the way. Be an achiever. Don't say and don't do. Don't be that dude that is like, I want this, I want that, I want that. Then the next day wake up and do fuck all shit without doing anything. That would be totally foolish. Just go there, say, then do what you're supposed to do. Whatever it takes, whatever it freaking takes, it must be done. Be the best. Adios.